It's gonna be one of those days. You know what kind of day it is. I know myself pretty well. But did you know 255 is the max for some stats? And at this point, it's just basically minor tweaks getting levels up. But I can still use them. And what's this? My life bar has turned yellow. That's because I have so much life, I went off the screen. My attack power is going off the screen too. Off the scale, if you will. But it doesn't change color. I guess I don't know myself that well. Anyways, all things considered, I should probably buy some camping gear by now. Because it would probably help severely, or at least a little bit. If I could actually fight. So back to the subterranean city we go. For our extended field trip. Yes. There it is. And my moral fiber is high enough that I get it at a nice discount. Could be nicer though. And unfortunately not being strong enough to carry said Fairy Maid mail is kind of a pain in the butt. I just have to get level tweaks or sacrifice something in order to get it. So let me get rid of all this excess money, which you can only deposit 10,000 at a time. But yeah, you can withdraw it all at a time. My bank won't let me withdraw all my money at the same time. Then again, I probably shouldn't complain, considering that the interest is actually pretty nice. What would be nicer, though, is if I could finally defeat Kaizack. So let's go to the City Illusion, shall we? And enjoy ourselves at the Fantasy Inn. But I'm still overweight. What am I overweight on? Give me a second here to find out. Oh yes, that really heavy camping gear. 5,000. Well, until then, I'll just have to deal with this handicap by throwing my weight around. Out of my way, people. I'm trying to save the world and I'm on a time limit. And it's a very ridiculous time limit, by the way. Be careful in defeating whites. They may give you the wrong type of stone. Yep. And I'm still not totally used to having a different color life meter. But I'll learn it in time. Oh, tree spirits. You are transformed. You used to be humans. Something is wrong with my throat. That's not at all wrong with me. But this isn't about me. This is about Super Hydlide. The game that you learn to eventually conquer. So let's conquer it. And once again, use our statue of Varlis. Now, the first room is actually a pretty good place to grind, considering the amount of experience you get and money. But there's other points to it. Besides avoiding my enemies, I'm looking for treasure. Yes, I'm still looking for treasure. When am I not looking for treasure? That's a good point. Well, transporting to the next area would be nice. I have to be careful. I might get stones of warriors from some of these opponents. And that'll be wonderful and increase my weight. Oh, warrior needs to go on a serious Weight Watcher diet. Ah, heck with it. Moving to Area 2. In Area 1, there is supposed to be a fairy made shield. That would be very good for me. But like I said, there are limitations. This game imposes as many limitations as it possibly can on you. Complain as you want, Magma. Your future is with not spending so many magic points. And not falling to my doom. Because an instant death at this point would be quite embarrassing, especially against the Green Reaper. So excuse me as I move along here, albeit very slowly. And rage, 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 rage. And let's continue. Raging aside, and weight problems aside, let's see if I can find that fairy shield. Maybe I'll rage a little bit less. Unless I get set up another trap. Which is kind of likely. I must throw away something if I am to take it. At least it didn't actually destroy the contents of the treasure chest. But it still did waste my magic. But on the other hand, that was silly. I don't need a book bank anymore. I am at endgame. So allow me to equip this fairy made shield. It is very light, and also nice orange. Also, reduces weight. Could it get any better? It probably could. That's not our point. The point is we need to progress on. And love one-way pass. Because heaven forbid we build our spaceship correctly. Or a space base, whatever you want to call it. What do you want to call it? I call it a sack of flies, that's what I call it. And you notice I'm deflecting a lot of attacks. That's pretty awesome. Oh, fairies. Whoever knew such a gentle little race could produce such devastating armor. Devastating armor? We all know where my mind is. Let's hope it's not with a fairy. Because fairies don't do that. Oh, so they can shoot over the platforms and I can't. Okay. To some degree there. As I've forced my way through some of this BS. And I already checked that computer, so I'm not worried. You probably want to take up the fairy shield, and then take a separate trip and go through all this to go forward. Because there are 5 floors. 5 floors of evil. 5 floors of getting your butt kicked. Or at least my butt. Now it comes to the point where I'm not sure where I'm going. So, one quick moment, and I'll find out where I'm going. Probably to my doom.